F is this? This is not.
Hello.
Hello. Alright, I'm trying to figure out how to get this on here. Walking forward, I was thinking sweep, because for some reason, I don't know why, but whenever you would input sweep, I couldn't do anything about it. I mean, only parry. Like, if I would know a sweep was coming, I would try to do a sweep as well, and then your sweep would beat my sweep. Presumably either because yours is faster, or I'm doing it, like, later. So then I was thinking, okay, I'll just do 2 heavy kick into my rush thing. But I never got the opportunity to do that. Because if I would do that, you would either jump or I wouldn't do it. Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something you probably should have done is throw out quarter forward punch and see if I was willing to parry it.
Yeah.
Remember, on block, you have all your options.
I did that 2 or 3 times, then you parried it and then punished me for it.
But I blocked it twice, and you just went backwards.
That is true.
You didn't jump kunai. You didn't kunai going backwards.
Yes.
Like, the thing is, you know about quarter forward punch, but you haven't thought, okay, if I use it in a match and then X happens, what will I do at that point?
Correct.
Like, you haven't thought far enough with what you've been doing with Kotaro. And that's why I can just sort of walk forward and match parry, and it's giving you a tough time, because you haven't said, okay, well, the super basic stuff is crouch hard kick, quarter forward punch, raw quarter forward punch, jump away kunai, neutral jump kunai, you know, jump towards hard punch, jump towards command jump, hard punch. Like, there's the basic ways of controlling space and making your opponent scared, but you haven't gotten there yet.
Right. I need to get in my mind, like, when I know that something isn't, like, safe over a certain percentage, I just don't do it. So.
Oh yeah, like, you need to get that out of your mind.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Because like, the thing is, like, parries just change the game.
Right.
You know, like, it makes it so that it's not everything that is blocked does not necessarily come with a set amount of risk reward. Because when you do things, they might not be blocked; they might be parried instead. And this is not always a worse thing. It is in Kotaro's case. But the point is, if people are trying to parry, they can't block the other zone. Like, if you wake up with low parry, I can hit you high. If you wake up with high parry, I can hit you low. The timing is very tight, but it's there. So anytime you say that something is risky, you can also say, but if they try to parry this, it might fuck up. You know, if something is high and low parryable, that's when you'll want to think about, you know, an alternative option. I believe I parried the quarter forward punch with a low parry.
Okay.
Once by accident, so I think that's high and low parryable. So what you want to do is, you know, stay at like the range where your crouching hard kick will counter poke me, and use things like EX command jump, neutral and backwards jump kunais to annoy. When you jump forwards, all the basic jumping mix-ups: empty jump throw, jump hard punch, jump and then command jump, neutral jump and then command jump. Like, there's multiple things you can do on a jump with her to throw off parry timing, more than other characters.
Yeah, I was trying really hard to throw off the timing. You kept getting it. And if you did parry, I would try to cancel into her air will thing. But then I noticed you can actually just hit me out of it if you press a button immediately after parry. But I think you only did that once or twice. All the other times you either blocked or can you hear us at least? Have to refresh. I'm good now. Okay. Alien humming noise. Oh, okay. What was I saying? Yes. Risk reward. Get that in and out of my mind. Still here?
Yep.
Okay. First, I'll say 3 or 4 games. I don't know. It was because I didn't warm up beforehand, but my execution was just terrible. Like,
yep.
I know one time I input DP, just the light DP. I wanted it to come out, and I got forward light punch. Sometimes I wanted EX Fireball. I got Universal Overhead. I wanted EX Tatsu. I got Hard Tatsu. So
Yeah. Now you're playing on a pad, correct?
yes.
I can already tell that you need to sort of rethink your training. Not the pad itself, but I was watching you practice your pro stuff before the first match.
Okay.
And on none of your DP attempts that you failed did you hit the direction down. On all your failed DPs, you hit forward, down, down, forward.
On all the failed ones?
On all your failed ones, yes. So one tip you'll want to use for DPs is press forward, let go, input a quarter forward. Do not roll your thumb after forward. Press forward, let go, then do use neutral.
Okay.
Let go of the pad.
Alright,
That will help a lot. Because what's happening is you're rolling and you roll too fast, then you lose your precision. When you lose the precision, you lose your execution.
That's that CVS2 notation thing that I got in my head. You know how it used to look just like a Z?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as a kid, I would just do that. Alright. Forward, quarter circle forward.
Forward, let go, quarter forward. And when you do this, if you do it faster and faster and faster, it'll feel like you're not letting go. But as long as you let go for like a tenth of a second, that's all the game needs. Remember, the game's reading 60 inputs a second or even more sometimes. So it's fine. You don't have to speed it up that much. You should be able to do the move relatively slowly and have it come out. So especially where combos are concerned, you should be able to do a slow, precise motion. You don't have to worry about doing it quickly, so to speak.
Right. When you first pick Crow, oh my god. So much rage. That was something. Cause I asked you this before, but you said mashing, if your opponent grabs you, the grab would just eat up your mashing.
Yep.
Yeah, so I had no idea what to do. If I block,
why not just take a throw?
That's true, and then most of my tech attempts failed, probably because I tried to preemptive tech instead of late teching.
I mean, one thing you want to keep in mind is they're really you can tech throws relatively late, you can after it attempt, so you don't have to press throw at the same time. You can delay a tech, and what I would have to do to delay a tech is delay a crouching light kick or go for something else like the universal overhead. But if you're thinking about parrying and or throwing, you're not going to get to layer 2 of that mix-up, and it's just going to be this or this.
What Beto was suggesting to me was cross-checking.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't gotten that into my thinking yet.
Well, I mean, have you practiced just teching in general? Set the dummy to throw?
Yeah.
Feel the timing for it?
Yeah. I know the timing for early and late techs. When I see a character extend their hand, I know grab startup animation, I just press it. And then sometimes it techs, sometimes it doesn't.
Right, but the whole point is that you shouldn't be trying to react to throws.
Okay.
If I start seeing that you're reacting to throws, then I'll go for universal overhead or crouching right kick or something. That's the whole point. You don't want to think of a mix-up as I'm looking for X so I can do Y. That's exactly what you don't want to think. What you want to think is, I think he may do X or Y, so I will choose between A or B right now. If I do Z, you're going to get fucked anyway. So your goal is to try and cast a wide net. But the way the game is designed, if you cast too wide of a net, you will fail at everything. So that's the whole point. Sometimes raw reversal, sometimes tech a throw, sometimes wake up by jumping back and parrying. If I attempt a meaty and I'm too late, you'll parry that and you can punish. You've probably seen that on the videos, So it's just as it is, your wake up defense is too simple. You either parry or jump. You parry sometimes, other times you usually jump or sometimes mash attacks. There's not much else, and so I can just sort of sometimes hit hard punch and sometimes throw and catch all of that,
What are my options? I mean, if I backdash, you can hit me out of it.
I know one has to be frame perfect to be a throw. I don't even recommend it.
Okay,
I can't even do that super consistent yet.
I know one time you delayed a jump and I instantly thought just walk forward, and then I freaking walked back.
Yep.
Heck, one time during the game I thought, wait, why is this stuff hitting me? I thought I thought I got the distance of it, so I just walked back on one of your jump ins, and then it actually whiffed. Tried to punish it, couldn't punish it. Yeah.
Probably you can't punish it with jumping in this game.
No, but you pressed something afterwards. I think you swept or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I thought, well, 2 heavy punches are going to catch the sweep. Nah.
Nope, too slow.
Yeah. Okay. I really want to learn Gotaro. Like, I want to have Gotaro as my main, and then Crow and Hina as subs.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bay's gonna give me crap over here because I have to block on Wake Up. I don't give a crap. Because Gotaro is fun. I played her the other day, and I was just able to, I don't know, do whatever I wanted pretty much instead of playing Crow. I don't know. It's hard to describe.
I mean, it's not a matchup thing. Just what it is
Yes.
I'm just like checking the basics. I'm like, what is he going to do if I walk forward? What's he going to do if I match jump? And right now, you're not really mixing up your options to those initial strategies, so I don't really have to delve any deeper. So, like, let me put it this way.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Crow and I jump at you, how many anti-airs do you have? You've got a few, right?
I have 3, and 2 of them possibly fail. No, all 3 of them can all possibly fail. I have 4,
Right.
I'm sorry. All 4 of them can possibly fail, yes.
Okay. So, like, for me, I'm thinking stand hard kick, stand
Mhm.
hard punch,
Mhm.
a DP or an EX DP, which I
Yes.
would consider separate because one needs more parries. Jump away hard kick.
Jump away, hard kick on jump in.
Yeah, like if you see the jump, hold up, back, hit hard kick. They'll run into it.
Okay.
Like, the point of mixing up your anti-airs is so that if they're attempting a parry on the way in, they'll have to mess with different timings and do different things.
Yes.
Or if they're jumping in with a normal, like if they're jumping in with a normal, you can anti-air it Street Fighter style. But the game is so fast, you don't know if I'm jumping in with a normal. You sort of have to predict. So you can give yourself a little shortcut by saying, if I anti-air 5 different ways, it's unlikely he's going to parry them all. He could, but at least I know that I'm doing my job to make him work for those parries, you know? Right now, I just hit a certain parry timing, and if you hit an anti-air normal, it always works. So what you got to do is mix up those anti-airs so that my parries don't work.
I need to learn your jump angles, because sometimes I would use different parries. I mean, not parries, freaking different anti-airs.
Yep.
Like one time, my primary one that I tried, one I used when I was Crow was standing heavy punch.
Yep.
However, I did it at a range where you were too far out and it would become just a far heavy punch instead of a close heavy punch.
Right.
And
So what that is
Yes.
you have to, when you're thinking about anti-airing, recognize that at different ranges, certain anti-airs are less effective. And I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't even think of that. Because the point of me saying all this is, what are your anti-airs with Kotaro?
Crouching heavy punch, standing heavy kick, and jab. Oh, and I could jump away heavy. No, that's too slow.
You can do, I'm not sure of the angle if we're jumping heavy kick.
It's too slow. It will get stuffed. I tried it. It kept getting stuffed by your heavy punch.
Okay.
Maybe I can try jumping jab. I tried that like once or twice, and it actually worked. But there's no follow-ups on that, except
You try jumping jab. Depending on the range, forward hard kick could work. You might get both the hits. Jump away, EX
yes,
kunai, air super. Like if you know the jump is coming, you can buffer quarters. You see me jump, up forward punch.
okay.
Like I can parry that, but it's because of the forward movement on it. It's unlikely. It just misses up the timing.
Right.
Like the point is that you have a couple of different anti-air options, but if you don't use them all, it's a very, very simple guessing game when I jump in, and I don't have to even go to the ground game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why you find it hard to jump in on me, because I do the different things. Now, you could still keep trying, and if you had a good read on me, or if you just got lucky, you could parry those jump-ins and get some big combos. That's part of the design of the game. What you want to do is minimize the odds of raw jump-ins at different angles working. Usually, you can think of a full jump or a super jump similarly. Like, as long as you're not doing anything, you can just see it and jump back, or you can just see it and hit the button. The range is not going to matter too much unless it's possible I could jump over your head. That's when it gets a little more dangerous, But that's also when you could just block, or you could, dash under and stuff like that.
Right.
More options open up.
Okay.
But right now, I think over 20, 30, 40 games, I don't really think I'd get that out of you. You haven't applied it to your match theory yet.
Yes, I don't know how to. I have to get that up to...
Yeah, I mean, like, what you should do is, like, write that down, like, right now.
Yes.
And next time we play, try it.
I actually do that already.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I try new things. I try a lot of new things. And either execution error, which I guess I should keep trying, even if I get an error, or it just didn't work because I tried it the wrong way.
Right.
Yeah.
And once the game is out, you'll have way more opponents to try this sort of stuff against anyway.
So I hope so. Yeah. I don't know. Beta's talking about, what happened to recording previously and watching it together and analyze. It's on the stream. It's just on pause. So, if you want to watch...
You should play it. I mean, I'll just tell you to pause at certain times.
Okay.
Tell you what I was thinking.
Alright. For some reason, OBS has OBS in the top left corner, and I don't know how to get that away. So, whoever's watching I'm sorry. Okay. Is there no sound? Okay. Nobody cares. Alright, started with Crow. One thing I thought before I approached this, use more fireballs.
Now let's see how many you actually threw.
Oh, no. Every time I try to get, I got a jab. So, you just saw me anti-air. Then heat up pressure.
Like, when I'm rushing you down with Hina,
Yes.
I often know that I have frame advantage on almost everything. So, like, the thing is, sometimes I'll attack immediately, but sometimes I'll delay the attack.
Correct.
I don't really have to go high-low if I throw in delays, because if you're thinking, well, I'll block low for a second, but I delay a second, then, it doesn't matter. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I'm not always going for legit mix-ups. I'm just going for similar things at different times. And if you get antsy, then that's why they actually hit you.
Okay.
What you would have to do is say, you would have to commit to down back. You'd be like, okay, there's no way this can hit me if I just block.
Correct.
And that's when, of course, I could be more aggressive and force more decisions out of you. But with Hina overall, I don't think I did that over our set.
Okay. So on defensive right now, should I just try to get parrying out of my mind? Like, try to parry on offense, not defense? Just like
No,
right
what
now?
you need to do is stop worrying about parrying. Like,
Okay.
parrying is useful, but it's a means to an end, and it doesn't give you an edge strategically. What it gives you is a guaranteed punish on an anti-air, or it makes certain things that your opponent would like to do more risky. Like,
Okay.
if I'm Hina, and I'm at that range where back hard kick works, consider, like, trying high parries occasionally, and if you see the high parry on the back hard kick, be ready to DP or something so that you'll beat whatever special I cancel into.
Okay.
But you have to, like, be looking for that scenario in the first place, If you're not looking for it, that's not going to happen in a match.
Alright.
That's too specific to, be worried about all the time. So, like, what you should be thinking is just, like, what you should do is think of it this way. If I don't throw you, how can I possibly deal damage?
Right.
I'm over there, like, at mid-range, like, at the range of my back hard kick and crouching hard kick. If you're just blocked, there's really nothing I can do. I have to create the threat of throw. Otherwise, there's really no reason for you to get hit. If you do get hit, it's because you choose not to block. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, like, if I'm at that range and I'm throwing out a lot of crap and it just seems to be hitting, there's a very easy way to make all that stuff not hit, and that's block. Now, you could also get away. If you'd like to create space, you can jump backwards But in this matchup, we're going to be at this range most of the time. If you jumped backwards, I would just walk forward back into that range.
Okay.
It's just one of those things where you need to be comfortable with this range. You need to say, okay, he's got this high attack, he's got this low attack, but the thing is, it's not going to do anything if you just hold down back. And what you can do at that point is say, okay, I'm holding down back. The Hina player is thinking about doing something. You want to make a prediction about how you think I will break that neutral game. Am I going to throw out, a Bogetsu? Like that? Mm-hmm. I made that prediction, but I didn't think I would cross over, so I didn't get the full thing.
Okay.
Look, am I going to throw out Bogetsu? You could stand hard punch it, if you think it's coming.
I still think I can jab it. That's why I keep going for jab in neutral, because if you dash slash, it should hit you out of it. And then I think I can combo into Tatsu on just stat. And then Bogetsu, I thought I could just jab you out of it, but I'm hard punching you out of it most of the time.
Right, or like, think about the situation after you block a Bogetsu. After a Bogetsu, nothing I do is guaranteed. Right. I believe I have slight frame disadvantage. I'm not really certain.
Oh,
but
no,
the point
it's
nothing is
+0.
certain.
Okay.
So one thing I haven't seen you do is block a Bogetsu DP. You know?
Yes.
That's something you could do. Or, I mean, just taking a step back here, I generally am not going to be throwing out Bogetsu, and even if I were, I would probably do EX.
Right.
So what you can do is say, okay, well, if I walk backwards, I can make sure that EX Bogetsu won't cross up. I can block a regular Bogetsu. I can block their jump-ins. I'll block the back hard kick, and I'll walk out of range of crouching D. But if you keep choosing to do that, eventually you'll be in the corner.
Yeah.
See how I'm going in a circle more or less with this?
Yes.
Like, the point is you have to decide what tools you want to fight and what tools you want to play safe against. If you can just hold down back and make me go for throws or universal overheads or Bogetsu. So what you want to do is hold down back and say, well, you're going to go for throw or Bogetsu, universal overhead now, and you hit stand fears.
Juice, hold on. I got to answer the...
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Wow. This mic has an on-off switch and it doesn't work. OBS. Okay. I don't know. I may be gone for 20, 30 minutes, which sucks.
You gotta go somewhere?
Yeah, but I'll be back immediately after I'm done. We can continue talking until... Actually, no. I think I have to go right now. Okay. Thanks so far. Thanks for everything you told me so far. I will keep everything in mind.
No problem. I'll stream Yata until you come back. We can just continue this on my stream.
Great. I should be back soon.
Yeah, you guys in the chat, I'll start streaming if you want to head over there. Alright, see you guys later.
Mm-hmm.